Hi guys, we're back live from Cango Wildlife Ranch, from the temple, and just waiting for some more people to join us, and then we'll get started with the last stream of the night. Alright. Welcome guys, thanks for joining so far. Okay. Guys, feel free to comment, let me know where you're watching from. Okay. Louisa, Melina, welcome guys. Lindsay, happy birthday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Garrett, yep, crickets are pretty much some of the only things active right now. It's pretty quiet at the moment. Bats are quieting down. Alright, I think we're going to start, guys. This is the last stream of the night. It will be a bit shorter than the others. If you guys have any questions, again, feel free to ask at any time. Hi Jillian, all the way from Texas. Pieter Ray from Siskunda. Vomery Kraksdorp. Alright, so yeah, it's been quite interesting from the last time I was streaming from you guys. We had a little bit of Melina from Germany, hi there. Chantel from Holland, welcome guys. Yeah, we had a little very spooky event that happened actually about 15-20 minutes ago. I was sitting right over there next to the tank, and for those of you that's been at the ranch will know that when you come into the temple, you pretty much walk through a sliding door that gets triggered by a motion sensor, and then it opens up and makes a loud noise. And yeah, I was sitting right over there, and all of a sudden the door just opened up by itself. Needless, I shouldn't have to say this, my heart nearly stood still, because there shouldn't be anybody else in the ranch with me. And yeah, when I looked what was going on, there was nobody there. So yeah, a little bit creepy. Maybe Bobby was coming to say hi. But yeah, so that was what happened about 20 minutes ago. Fun as always in the temple. Alright, so yeah, we're back with the live stream. The last one of the night, of the first night of our After Dark series. Alright, cool. Thanks guys for joining. See quite a few people from Germany. Lindy, hey. Yes, Garrett. Bobby must be giving me a visit. Alright. So, if there's any other questions, guys, feel free to ask. I'll give a few more facts about some of the animals, some of the stuff I didn't get to touch on earlier. The animals have been pretty quiet now for the last 2 hours. The bats have pretty much gone to sleep. They haven't really made any noise. They haven't been as vocal as what they were in the earlier streams. I'm going to quickly just show you some of them. It's a little bit difficult again to see. There's one just curious as what I'm doing. And yeah, obviously very dark. And some of them hanging at the back there. Alright, so these guys, another name for them is the greater flying fox, Malaysian flying fox, Kalang, Karong. Yeah, got quite a few different names. Alright. We spoke about earlier how they hunted for food, as well as for traditional medicines. Apparently it's believed that their fat is a cure for asthma, and the meat for rheumatism. Okay, so those are some of the local beliefs of where they come from, what their body parts can be used in traditional medicine. Alright, so these guys like to, there's a scream, first one in a few hours. Alright, so these guys do like to live in bigger groups. One of the largest colonies found recently, or seen recently, was about 20,000 strong. Alright, okay, I'm just going to go back here where the light's a bit better. Watch some of the fishes again. Thanks, Tammy. I know you laughing at the scare. So yeah, like I said, about 20,000 strong, one of the biggest colonies that were found recently. But the numbers have been declining rapidly. Alright. Okay, then you can see two of our Amazon turtles there. Yep, when the bats go to bed, you know it's time for bed pretty soon. For me as well, after this live stream, it will be bedtime. Okay. Okay, so another interesting fact about the Chinese softshell. Very interesting turtles, actually. Their nostrils and snout is shaped like long tubular-like and acts as a snorkel when they are in shallow waters. Alright, and the interesting thing about them is that usually with a lot of your reptiles, when they lay their eggs in the ground, also with your crocodiles, the temperature determines the sex of the baby inside the egg. And with the Chinese softshell, the temperature does not play a role in the sex. With the yellow-spotted Amazons though, if it's colder than 32 degrees Celsius, the soil around the egg, it would be a boy. And hotter, that would be a girl. Alright, Lindy, the otter is really good. She's sleeping nicely already. So yeah, she's doing really good, thanks. Hi, Carmen. The cichlids in here, it's quite difficult to count them. As you can see, there's quite a lot. We estimate around 3,000 to 4,000 of them in the temple, in the tank at the moment. They do also prefer to be in schools like this. They prefer the bigger groupings. Okay. Didi the blue duiker as well. She is awake, but like I said before, unfortunately it is really difficult to see her, so we do struggle to find her. I'm going to try and see if I can find her again for you guys. But she is a little bit shyer at night than what she is during the day. She's got a really nice personality. She's the complete opposite to what your blue duiker in the wild are usually like. They're usually very, very shy, secretive. Where in the day, Didi, she's in her favorite spot where we keep finding her. There she is. So yeah, Didi is very friendly. She comes and says hi to us when we come in here to feed and do enrichment with them. So she's quite a friendly girl. She's not a youngster anymore, unfortunately. She's off again. She is a bit older. She's turning 12 pretty soon, and so that is quite old for them. So, but she's still healthy. She's going strong, and we're taking good care of her. Let's see if we can find the bat again. Oh, light is struggling a little bit with this one. All right. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Do please ask. Let's see if I can give you any other information. Also with the blue duiker, 70% up to 75% of their time they actually will be awake looking for food, foraging around the forest floors for food. I see Tammy asking me to tell you what happened to my bed. One of the bats decided to wee on it earlier in our previous live stream, and it's got quite a strong smell to it. So yeah, I've got that's going to stick in my nostrils all night long. So yeah, No problem, Lindy. It's a pleasure. These animals are all like my family. They're my babies. It's my passion, so this is what we do. And this is what we're willing to do to make sure that our babies continue having the life that we want them to have. Like I said in the earlier ones, this is part of a fundraising event to try and get in funding to continue to look after these guys, seeing as with COVID-19 we are closed and do not have the daily income from tourists that come to visit the ranch and learn about the animals that we have here. Alright. Yes, Garrett, marking their territory. Yep. So with the bats, like you heard earlier, they are very vocal as well. And they are more vocal when they are roosting. When they fly, they are silent. But that's also when they do their business. They generally like to urinate when they fly. And that's what happened when the one decided to have a wee on my bed. But yeah, it's all good. It's part of the job. We get weed on and all sorts of things quite regularly. So it's nothing different. Am I going to count the fish tonight, Narinda? I don't think I'll need to, unless the door opens up again, then I might need to. So yeah. Okay. Okay, the blue duiker as well. They are either solitary or pair animals, and if they do have a mate, they will generally pair for life, stay together. So until one would die, and then the other one would most likely move on if something has to happen to it. All right. Hey, Mama Malt, yes, you. Alright. Okay. Then let me think of what else I could tell you guys about the bats or any of the other animals. Any questions again? Don't be shy to ask. So tomorrow, again, the next live stream will be at 6 p.m. and then again at 9 and again at 11. So each day there's 3, 6, 9 and 11. Alright, so I'm pretty sure most of you that are on the Facebook group that are watching these have been to the ranch, and you know that we offer the tours for the public, and we try and give out a conservation message about each animal, and the animals that are here at the ranch have a role to play in being ambassador for their species out in the wild, so that we can tell the public about what these animals are facing, the problems that they're facing, and small things that we can do to help, that we can change in our daily lives to try and make the animal's life any better. All right, and that is also something that we're going to try and do now with these live streams as well at night, to try and get that conservation message out there. All right, our focus is on conservation, and education is plays a major role in conservation. So that's one of our main focuses, is educating the public and people that come to visit these animals, to educate them on their lives and the problems that they face out in the wild, and how we can make it even just a little bit better. Alright. Wilmarie, we will have to have a look about the feeding of the crocs with videos. Obviously it is getting colder now, and the crocs aren't as keen on food anymore, so we'll just have to have a look and see if we will be able to get that done. In winter we do not feed the crocs because it's too cold for them. It gets to a point where if we do have to feed them and they are willing to eat, it can get to the point that they can't digest their food because it is too cold. Hi Jan. Thank you. Melina, yes, enrichment is important. So Melina is one of our ex-volunteers, and one of the things we always talk to the volunteers about is our enrichment program, which they play a very big role in, where we provide different stimulus for these animals on a daily basis, be it physical, be it mental. There's various ways of doing it for each species, and that's one of the biggest roles that our volunteers play at the ranch, and what they do for our animals at the ranch in making the enrichment, giving out the enrichment. Unfortunately now with lockdown, we don't have volunteers like we usually would, so we are still doing that ourselves as well. Deirdre and Angelique, they still carrying on with that and keeping forward. Alright. Okay. So you see, we've still got quite a few people watching. Thank you guys for tuning in so late. It's nice to see that you guys come and check in and see how the evening's been going. I'm pretty sure the rest of the evening will be pretty smooth. Hopefully Bobby stays away and doesn't come and scare me anymore. But it's been pretty good, and like I said, this is one of the easiest night for me in the temple, in the tropical house. It's quite warm and cozy, so I shouldn't struggle too much. The rest of the nights, temperature will drop quite low, and we will see how that's gonna go. Stuffed tissues in my nose to sleep. That's an idea. Got my sleeping bag to cover me as well, that I don't get a nice shower during the night from the bats if they do fly around. I'm pretty sure tomorrow morning early they are going to get active again. Tomorrow morning what I will be doing as well is I will just be recording a video of how the night went, and then we'll do like a little summary video of what happened and some of the highlights of the nights that we do. Hi Alicia, thank you. One of our lovely marketing crew that have thought up some nice challenges for us that we'll also be doing as this sleep-in or the Cango After Dark event carries on. Alright. Just having a look if there's any questions that I've missed, guys. Or any comments that I can respond on. So, all good. Okay. Alright guys, I think that is almost it from me, unless there's any more questions that come through. We'll hang around for a little bit more. Any questions? Now's the time to ask, guys, and then yeah, like I said, we'll be doing a recap of what's happened during the night with a little catch-up video in the morning. Hi Jane, thanks for watching, appreciate it, all the way from Australia. Okay. Another little interesting fact about the Chinese softshell, got quite a few interesting facts about them, is the female, once she has mated with the male, she can actually store the sperm for up to a year before the eggs will be fertilized. So that's quite a crazy little fact there to think about. And then the eggs sometimes can take up to 159 days to hatch once they've been laid. All right. Okay. So, like I said, this is the third and last stream of the night. If you've missed any of our previous streams, feel free to go back and look at some of them. What happened earlier in the night, we had Leandra, one of our colleagues. She's one of our animal caregivers that joined me in the 6 o'clock stream. Got to know her a little bit better, and we did a little true or false about the animals as well. And then the second one was just a bit of information about the species that we got here. And this is pretty much how it's going to flow every night, guys. The last stream will just be a catch-up of the night, what's happened, anything interesting, and then the other two will be a little bit more info about. And then if you guys have any questions, we'll answer those as well. Alright. I see Anthea just asked, are the animals affected by the full moon? So far I have not seen anything strange from them tonight, so it doesn't seem that way. So yeah. Alright guys, that will be me for the night. I'm just going to be signing off now. Hope you guys have a good evening further. For those of you that are waking up on the other side of the ocean, have a great day. Stay safe guys, and I will be speaking to you and seeing you guys all tomorrow. Thank you again for joining, and please do help us get our message out there, share the videos, so that we can reach as many people as possible. Not just for us, but for the animals. Alright, thanks guys, have a good one, and see you tomorrow. Good night.